talking about solving systems, and we have learned two different strategies. They aren't giving us two different answers. They give us the same answer, which is really what I want to illustrate here. You'll notice in each problem, I gave you the same thing, same two equations. We're going to solve them by graphing, solve by substitution. When we graph, it has to be y equals mx plus b form. So if I'm graphing this first one, where do we start? At 6. What is my slope? Up 1 over 1. Okay. Because it's a positive one. You could also go down 1 and backwards 1. And you guys have a ruler so you can draw your line. Second one. What is the y-intercept? At -3. Okay. Someone else. What's my slope? Okay, -2 over 1. So we can go down 2 and right 1. Or you could choose to go up 2 and left 1. Use your ruler, draw your line. So then we are looking for the point where they meet. When you are giving me that, it's an ordered pair. So x comma y. So my x is -3. My y is +3. Bless you. To solve by substitution, we start. The first equation is already y equals, so let's start there. I'm going to go to my second equation. And I'm replacing y with what it's equal to. So the first equation tells me y is x plus 6. So I replace my y with an x plus 6. Then we solve this. If you need to, draw a vertical line so you can keep your stuff lined up. So we add our 2x. This is 3x plus 6 equals -3. We subtract our 6. 3x equals -9. Divide by 3, and x is -3. That's only half my answer. How do I get my y?
Y equals -3 plus 6.
Very good. Go back to that first equation. We said y was x plus 6, but now we know the y is -3. So -3 plus 6 is 3. So we get -3, 3. Same answer, two ways of doing it. Right. You need to know both ways. I could ask you to solve it either way. When you get to the EOC, you'll have to do these types of things both ways. They'll ask you to draw graphs. They'll ask you to show work for substitution. Okay. Number 2. If I want to graph this, first it has to be written in what form? So if I'm looking at my first equation, we can subtract the 5x. So that tells me -y equals -5x minus 5. Keaton, what would I do next to get y by itself? Divide everything by -1. So y equals 5x plus 5. So we start at 5 for the y-intercept. radius, how do I do my slope? Up 5 and right 1, down 5 and left 1. Use your ruler. All right. Next line. Holden, what do I do first to get that one? Oh, it's a 3x on this one. Okay, so then we have negative 6y equals negative 3x plus 24. Hayden, what do I do next?
Divide.
So I divide everything by negative 6. So y equals negative 3 over negative 6 is a positive 1/2. 24 over negative 6 is negative 4. So we start at negative 4. Slope is a 1/2. So up 1, right 2. I need to go down 1 and left 2. All right, Nicole, can you tell me the point where these meet?
I didn't finish first one.
What's this point?
Negative 2.
Uh-huh. And the y is negative. -5. All right. If I want to do substitution, we have to start with one equation and solve for one variable. Bailey, what would be the easiest thing to get by itself? Yeah, let's get y by itself in the top one because it's a 1y. So we would subtract our 5x. That means negative y equals negative 5x minus 5. And then to get rid of the negative, we so y is 5x plus 5. Okay. Jetta, can you tell me what I do with that? Very good. So go to my second equation. So that's 3x minus 6, but I am replacing my y with what y is equal to, 5x plus 5. So if we distribute negative 6, that's a negative 30x minus 30. Okay, if you need to, you can draw a vertical line so you can keep your stuff straight. These are on the same side, so we just combine them. So 3 minus 30 is negative 27x. Add the 30 over. We get negative 27x equals 54. Divide negative 27. And and x is -2. Alright, once I have my x, Blair, how can I use that to find my y? We go back. We knew that y was 5x plus 5. So if I plug in my -2, so that's 5 times -2 plus 5. -10 plus 5 is -5. And we get the exact same answer we got when we graphed. Yes?
Can we just use the ones that we already simplified on the other side?
Yep.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yep, that'll work. Any questions there? I want you guys to finish the front page. Okay, so there's 3 more. I want you to do the graph and the substitution with. You should get the answer the same both times. If you don't, raise your hand and I'll help you find your mistake. Okay? So I want everybody to work for a little bit and try these ask questions.